We moved to Wicker Lane on a Sunday in June, the kind of street you see in magazines. Wide lawns, white fences, trees that bent over the road like they were keeping a secret. David said it was perfect. Lily ran across the grass before we'd even unlocked the front door. The Hargroves introduced themselves that first afternoon. Tom crossed the yard with a bottle of wine. Ellen followed with a plate of cookies. And their daughter, Grace, she was Lily's age exactly. 8 years old, blonde hair, a quiet smile. The girls were inseparable within an hour. For the first few weeks, everything was exactly what we'd hoped for. Barbecues in the backyard, the girls on the swings until dark, Tom and David watching baseball, Ellen and I talking on the porch while the fireflies came out. It was the life we'd moved here to find. Lily was the first to notice. She told me the lights in the Hargrove house flickered at night. Always the same pattern. 3 flashes, then dark, then 3 more. I told her it was just old wiring, but I watched from our bedroom window that night. She was right. 3 flashes, dark, 3 more, like a signal.
Mommy, the lights are doing it again. 3 flashes, then it stops, then 3 more.
Then Grace said something that stopped me cold. We were in our kitchen making lemonade, and she looked up at me and said, "Your mom misses you, Sarah. She told me to tell you she's not in pain anymore." My mother's name was Ruth. She died 3 years ago. I had never mentioned her to anyone on this street.
She misses you, your grandmother. She says she misses you very much.
David started smelling smoke, only near the fence between our yards. He'd walk the perimeter looking for a source, a fire pit, a grill, anything. There was nothing, but the smell was always there. Thick and sweet, like something had burned a long time ago and the ground still remembered.
Do you smell that? Smells like something's burning.
Then I saw
Like
the photograph.
a house
A
fire.
framed portrait on the Hargroves mantelpiece. Tom and Ellen and Grace posed in their Sunday best. The colors were faded, the frame dusty. But the faces were exactly the same. Not similar. Identical. I turned it over. On the back, in careful handwriting, Summer 2019, 5 years ago. They hadn't aged a single day. Lily came home from Grace's room shivering. Her lips were blue. She said Grace's bedroom was freezing, so cold she could see her own breath. I asked Grace about it later. She just smiled and said, "It's always cold here."
It's
like it
always
was the
cold
most
here.
normal thing in the world. I couldn't stop thinking about that photograph. So I searched. County records, property listings, local news archives. There was no record of any Hargrove family at that address. No deed, no utility account, nothing. And then I found it. A newspaper article from the Wicker Lane Gazette dated exactly 1 year ago. The headline read, "Family of 3 perishes in house fire." The photograph beneath it was them. Tom, Ellen, Grace. The same faces, the same smiles. They had been dead for a year. I called David. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. "Where is Lily?"
She went next
He said
door
she went next
to
door
play
to play
with
with
Grace.
I dropped
Why,
the phone.
what's wrong?
I drove faster than I've ever driven. Every red light felt like a lifetime because I knew whatever was in that house, whatever had been pretending to be our neighbors, my daughter was inside it. When I turned onto Wicker Lane, the Hargrove house was gone. In its place stood a ruin. Blackened walls, a collapsed roof, windows blown out and scorched. The yard was dead, just ash and weeds. It looked like it had been burned for months, for a year. And through what was left of the front door, I could see my daughter, standing in the middle of that charred living room, talking to no one, soot on her clothes, smiling. Then they appeared, the Hargroves, standing in the
Don't
doorway
leave,
of the
Lily.
ruin.
Stay and play.
Tom,
We can
Ellen,
play forever.
Grace, smiling the way they always smiled, and behind them, the walls began to glow. Orange light crawled up the blackened beams. The fire was coming back.
Grace,
David
Grace,
ran.
where are
He
you?
grabbed
I
Lily
want to
and
go back.
pulled her
Let
through
me
the
go
door.
back.
She screamed for Grace. She screamed and screamed. The heat was unbearable. And then it stopped. We stood on the lawn, holding Lily, gasping. And when we looked back, the house was pristine. White paint, perfect lawn, flowers in bloom, every light on. And in the upstairs window, Grace waved, slowly, the way a child waves goodbye to a friend she knows she'll see again. The porch light flickered 3 times. Then it went out. We never went back. But some nights, when the wind is right, I can still smell the smoke. And Lily still waves at the window, even though no one waves back anymore.